Welcome back, everyone. We're doing another session of Planet Crafter here. Uh, got some exciting things coming up. We opened up the osmium rod, I think, right as the session ended. Uh, we also had the fusion cell coming up in 6 GTI. That's going to be great. We can start exploring some of them older ships again. And this is coming up in about 2.7. We'll be popping open the Orchestrator 3. We have plenty of power. We are working towards fish, which is our next stage. Fish, can't wait to see that. No new messages. Nobody wants to talk to us. So, what I was thinking today, considering everything that we have going on, I was thinking that we could do a little bit of rocket shooting. I think that would be something that would increase or help increase. Man, look at this area. But I'm thinking it's time we move our platform. I don't like it up here by the base now that we got all these trees and everything growing. Plus, whenever the meteors fall, they just land everywhere and it's hard to track. So I was thinking we move this out there. That way, it's out of our way and we can catch everything that falls. Now, not everything drops something. I mean, looky here. We got cobalt, we need silicon, and then after this, we need super alloy. So pretty much everything that we need to shoot off requires super alloy of some shape form. Now, we don't need to shoot off another GPS satellite 2, 3, or 4. We already got the map information point, and then here's the drones visualization rocket. We don't need to shoot them off. These we already have. Oh, actually, we don't have this one. The drones visualization rocket. We won't have drones, but we can shoot it off anyways, just to get it taken care of. So what we really want to do is shoot off these. So bacteria, mutagen, bark, plants, fertilizer, of course, and then these. So 2, 4, 6, 8. We need 8 super alloy. So let's make super alloy. Let's make sure we get the super alloy. Wow, it is getting difficult to see around here. I mean, we got trees coming through the base, and we probably eventually have to move some of this stuff. So I need some food. So there's that. Wow, look at all this. We got food. We probably need to cycle out some of our food here, just so we can get the growers to grow more again. I do like the plant we have up there, the farms. Probably don't even need those so much. I think we probably will have to, though. And we'll leave the others because we're only using them for food. We could just make some quick fertilizer, though, because you know we're gonna need it. So fertilizer, eggplant, 2 more eggplant, and get another one done. Because we're gonna need fertilizer for pretty much everything we're doing now. Not bad. So, bam. Alright. Need to probably grab some water out there in a little bit. But let's get, I think we see we need 8 of these things. We got 8. That's 8. And then we need 4 rockets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually the 5th one, because we're going to shoot that other one off. So there's 5 rockets. And what I'm trying to do is if we're going to move the thing, we need to make sure we take everything we need when we go. Oh, let's go ahead and get 3 of these. 3 of these, which we don't have a third. We'll get a third. That won't be hard. So let's just make sure we got at least to shoot off 2 rockets. See, it's all buried in here. Can't even see it anymore. I think that's crazy, but it's nice that we got all this stuff growing up. Okay, so we got two. So we need one more cobalt, and then we need to get these things. You know, let's just shoot this one off right here. So we need a super alloy rod and 2 circuit boards. Whoa. Maybe we should move some of these trees. I mean, we're going up pretty fast. I mean, it's all relative. So we need super alloy rod. We need 2 of these, which we've not, 2 of these, which we haven't had to have for a long time. So let's shoot that one up and go ahead and get it out of the way. Now we don't have to worry about it. Always good to carry one of those. Got dark. Alright, so drone visualizations. Wow. Huh. Interesting. Alright. I don't think it does anything. I don't think it makes the world change colors or anything like that. I think it just lets us see drones when we finally get to drones. Wow. So yeah, nothing happened. But we have it up there. And we got all these up there. So now we're just looking at this. So we need 2 tree bark, a seed lerma. Wow. What did it take to put this down? 3, 6, 9. So we need 9 spots. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I got the ability to take 5 items with me. Huh. I need to put a platform out there, I think. So we need a mutagen. So we need 1 mutagen. That takes methane, bacteria, and sulfur. So we need bacteria, 2. So 6 algae and 6 water. Wow. Six water. Don't have 6 water. We will just in a second. Damn. I have to do this in 2 steps. Not be able to take everything with us. Alright, so. You know what we can do? Actually, I just thought about it. Methane and sulfur. Sulfur? Methane. Wow, we only got 1 methane. We're gonna have to go check our methane. We need a fertilizer. Tree bark. 2 tree bark. 1 of these seeds. I think that was everything. Let's shoot these off because these don't drop anything on the ground. These just give us bonuses. So these 2 are the ones that drop things on the ground. So let's shoot off the plants multiplier. But let's look real quick before we do that. Let's look what our plant multiplier was. Let's just check our plant multiplier. Plants. 245. So basically 245. Alright. So we'll do plants. 245. So this is plants. Now, if I remember right, the screen gets all green. We'll let that happen. Now, I think that is what's spreading all of that stuff out there that we see. So, now it's not bringing us anything down. Now, that was the plants right here. And we do oxygen. I'm not going to shoot it off yet. So we're going to go look at plants. It's 245, 584. So 245, 584. So that was a pretty good jump right there in total. So that's going to help. Oh, look at our terraforming is 40.5, and this opens at 45. Wow. All right. Oh, now our oxygen multiplier for the next one is, wow, that's a huge number. 1.3, I'll round it, 1.35 million ppq. 1.35 million. Oops, sorry. 1.35 million. $1.35 million. Shoot this one off. That's a nice looking plant rocket. Oh, she could jump on top of it right into space. Probably glitched the game or something. Oh, now it's really getting green. And then these two right here, we need 4 2 rockets. I need one of these. One more of those. Alright. Oh, look at that. It's over 2 million now. That is a huge boost. So now we're working on heat and pressure. So these are, I'm going to call heat 500,000. I'm going to call 350. I'm going to round up. 500 and 350. That's just in general. 500 and 350. It's all green. Alright, now let's go move this thing. And maybe that'll get filled in with some trees and stuff now. But yeah, I want to put it way out here because, quite honestly, I just think putting it out here, stuff can land in the desert. It's not going to affect us any. We can check our super alloy mine while we're out here. Oh, we need one of those. See, out here, when things land, you're just going to have way more space for things to hit the ground, and we can go collect it all without having a whole lot of there, way out over here. And we have a base over here. And I think we have a table in here to make super alloy or make the rods. I mean, yeah, see, we got that to make rods. So, I didn't know we had so much space food out here. Huh, we got some seeds. Look at all that. And rods. Wow, look at that. But you know what we don't have? You want to know what we don't have? We don't have screens. So, we'll just get a peek. Ooh. So if we have to collect something, we will. All right. This will let us look at all this stuff that's going on right out here too. Yeah, there you go. See? 498 and 345. And we still have 3 and 3. So we still have what we need. And I thought, since we didn't need that back there. And then making these rods, see if we can get rid of all the stuff we do. Alright, so let's do the heat one first at 498. $4.98. Alright. Do the heat one first. There it is. Alright, we're going to shoot this one off. And after it shoots off, we'll slap that one down. Bye-bye. Have fun storming the castle. Alrighty. There. Now we're ready for the next one. So now we'll look for where they're going to land. Oh, are we finally getting them now? See, I was always under the impression that way over there, oh, here it comes. Is that one heading right for us? Oh, gonna be on the other side. That's good. This is number 5 and 6 coming. I think that's the last one right up there coming. Last 2, I should say. So that should be it. Alright, so let's go get some water. Oxygen. Oh, we don't need oxygen anymore. What am I saying? Say I'm so used to needing oxygen that I'm still thinking about oxygen when we're out here doing stuff. Now, we don't need this stuff. We don't need the rods. But one thing I thought about doing, just to help out with power without using up all those, without using up all my pink crystals, because we're probably going to need them for those future, well, we'll be seeing it in about 5 Ti. Those things we need to open up the ships with. I was thinking every place I put a permanent base, I just put one of these tier 2 green uranium power modules. And that way I'll burn a bunch of rods and at the same time have a lot of power made. And it's not like I need the rods for anything. Right? I mean, we got what? It seemed like we got 100 of them. Got them spread out in multiple spots. Yeah, they wrote down here. And that's why I was saying, you know, like right out here, I can put one. Because this ship, we got to go and explore again whenever we get the power source out. Now, I guess on the flip side is, once we explore the under the ships out, do we need all these bases out here in these weird places? Good question. Now, the one out by the waterfall and stuff, I think we'll put a permanent base out there at some point. I think that seems reasonable. Put one maybe right in front of the waterfall. You know what? Let's just go make a rod real quick. Then we'll come out and get the last few. We can check what it did. It was 498. Oh, look at that. It's 665. So almost 167. Wow. That's right. Look at that. We're about to pop. We're going to pop those those power cells by the time we're done with this session. Way before, actually. Way before. And I didn't make the rod when I was in there. Ain't that something? That's called squirrel. Get distracted by something else when you're doing something. Alright, let's go make a couple now. I ain't worried about getting it off. We don't get it off. Who cares? We got so many rods. I mean, even out here, look. Look at all this. We got rods out here. Three rods. Look at that. 3 rods, and I still have extra. I mean, that's... And what are these things? What do these things cost to make? 3 rods, super alloy explosive powder. All things I have abundance of in water. And they put out 331.5. 331.5. I don't know why I did that. You just have it. So we got a couple that hit out here. Now there might not be much in these 4 or 5. 4, 5. Yeah, see? 4 or 5. Didn't get a whole lot. But we are jacking up our TI production big time. Now I thought there was at least one that hit way back where, hey, that's kind of nice looking. Huh. Always keep an eye out for those Polunas or something. They grow randomly wild out here. They're required for that 450 or 500 tree. Maybe eventually we'll be able to make some of those things. I don't think there's any more out here. Nope, I don't believe so. Oh, I was wrong. One more. It's nice to be able to just drink anywhere you want. Wow. I think this one might have had a few more in it than the others. Nothing under the water. You know what? I haven't checked this out. Let's go underwater. Ah, look. We are dropping on our oxygen. See? And we come up, it fills back up. Done. Now, I do know that we're going to get another heater coming up down the pathway. Oh, I must have got it from the other side. We're going to get a new heater, tier 5, I think it is, down in the near future. And when I say near future, that's a relative term. Those things are, they've got to be massively bigger than the ones we currently have. I mean, from size-wise, we may have to actually put them somewhere and not on top of our base. And then with those huge multipliers we have around it, we may wind up having to even do something else with it. Oh, blueprint screen. We can just put a blueprint screen back up here. Alright, see? 665. And we're at 43. Now, look at this. This opens up at 45. So I will say in the next session, we're going to explore one of the ships. It requires power. So, that's probably our goal. But let's also see if we can get the York Extractor 3 open. So, the pressure is 345. Alright, let's go shoot the pressure rocket off. 345. That's purple. It's purple. You know what that normally means? Oh, it means one of two things, actually. One rock giving us those power crystals, or super alloy. Remember, they come down in machine gun fire. Where's the rocket? Where's that? It's not going to be an event that goes away, not drop anything. Oh no. Huh. Now see, I've always wondered, when that happens, does that mean it hits somewhere that I'm not at? Like it hit the ground, but it was like I was way over there and maybe it hit near my base or in another biome. I always wondered about that. So what I'm going to do is just do a quick flyby. Man, it got dark all of a sudden. I mean, I say all of a sudden, but so I don't see anything. I mean, you know, it just hits the ground and it doesn't stay for a super long time. But yeah, I just always wondered about that. It seemed like we see that. I've seen that sky turn purple. I don't know if I'm confusing this game with other games I've played. I mean, another playthrough, but I've seen that happen multiple times where nothing comes down, and that's always been my thought process. Did something somewhere else happen? Hmm. Oh well, we got a rocket to shoot up. All right, here we go. And away it goes. Look at that. GTI is 40, almost 44 up per right corner. Oh wait. Oh, here it comes. Wow, that was faster, this one. Behind the ship. Same area behind the ship. It hit the ship. Ooh, right behind the ship. I was going to say, that one almost looked like it's going to hit the ship. Here's two more. Let's see. It's going to hit over there where the uranium hit. Oh, that was hit right up here in the front. There's two there. There's three behind the ship. Oh, here's two more. Oh, yeah, I thought there was six. I hit up front too. Oh, same spot. And that one's going to be right behind the ship too. Okay. Oh, we're getting a seventh. It's going to hit over here in the same general area. Okay. I think that's it. Alright, well, we're going to go in here real quick and check what it did to our... and our water goes down awful fast. Just didn't always seem like it did that. Alright, here we go. Now see, that only jumped 100, about 130, give or take. 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, So interesting. But still, the oxygen jumped a huge amount. The heat pressure. I think what it is our pressure machines are just so poor. Those tier fives are just so poor, or fours. Uh, look at this. Our current heaters are these T4s. Heat 430, 28 pressure. Okay, 430. Now let's look at the drills. 367.54 energy, 20 heat. Not a lot of heat. Okay, but the heat versus the pressure is just astronomically bigger. And then, of course, I think we have an extra multiplier in that one. These put out heat and pressure, and they're about equal. See? Now, I think we have to have a few of those out there in heat pressure, so they're close. It just simply is the pressure just isn't as good. And for the amount of resources that takes, that, compared to this, I mean, now that we have that many rods. But see, our next one opening up is down I think it's down by the tree for plants and stuff up there. Yeah, we don't get any of them up here. Now, we can make these things eventually, 175 GPI, it's going to be forever. And here's the aquarium for fish, which we're working on fish right now, if you notice that. Drone station coming up at 62, and of course these at 45. So we're going to pop these here we're going to pop those here before we even think about it. All right, so let's go get some iridium. In fact, we're going to pop it while we're collecting. Then we're going to find out what we need, and we're probably going to cry. I thought about putting another bank of those pressures. Wow, okay, be that way. We can make a sweep later to see if there's anything laying on the ground that we missed. There was a few hit over here. 3, I think. Yeah, there's one that hit further back. But like I said, we can make a sweep in a minute just to see if we missed anything. I guess the T5 heaters will probably take these rods too. Probably more than what we originally used. Yeah, see, this is from the iridium. So we'll come back over here, just double check everything here shortly when we get done collecting. And there was all those to hit behind. We'll make a rod real quick, get rid of this out of our inventory. Two rods, excuse me. 45 is going to pop in any second now. But yeah, I thought about putting out another group of those 5 drills just to get that number up. And I'm hoping whenever we go into these new ships that, see, it's getting purplish again, right? And there it is. This time it is going to hit over here somewhere. It's more important that I get these 9 than I get. Could you imagine being on a planet and watching this come in, knowing that it's going to be extremely devastating? That's, kind of the way I imagine. I mean, obviously, the intelligence level of dinosaurs, within their primitive standpoint, is, could be debated. But could you imagine as a dinosaur back whenever that meteor came in, wiped them out. Looking up from while you're eating and seeing that thing coming across the sky and having absolutely no clue what was happening. There's that fusion generator. I mean, we only got 3. There's got to be more in here. We just can't see them. They're under these rocks. Yeah, they're under here and I can't get to them. I got that one, but that's weak. Only 4. So, but yeah, I just think that's that's got to be some kind of surreal moment. And then of course when it hit, destruction of the earth pretty heavily. I've always just wondered what it would feel and seem like to watch that happen. Not that I ever want to experience it, by the way. We'll go get these over here and then we'll come back and see if anything disappeared. Did the already? Did it all? Oh no, it all just rode into one spot. Wow. About to say, where did it all go? And I know stuff hit back over here. Yeah, there's a couple pieces. I don't know how many of y'all watch the news. I don't know if any of y'all even pay attention to the news. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's had several presentations talking about a meteor that is potentially heading to Earth. Now, I mean, obviously, when scientists say that, it's always taken with a grain of salt. But this one apparently is getting a lot more attention because it's going to pass the Earth here just in a few years, and it's not a pass that's going to hit us. Don't worry about that. It's not going to. That's not even what the worry is. But when it passes through, there is I think it's a 650-mile, what they call a keyhole, 650-mile keyhole. When it passes us, if it is coming through that keyhole, the likelihood of it hitting Earth on its next pass, I think it's 9 years later, is almost guaranteed. So that's why it's being watched closely, because anything can nudge it, divert it. Gravitational forces, another small meteor out there floating around hitting it, or meteorite, I guess it's called, floating around hitting it, can nudge it into our path. So it's being watched, and I think what they said was, if when it passes through, and it's not a question mark of if it will or won't come by us. It's got an orbit. If it swings by and it's inside that keyhole, the likelihood that it hits us is pretty much guaranteed. And if it does hit us, it would be not Earth destroying, but extremely catastrophic. So scientists are, of course, obviously watching that because there's a big risk there. So when I first saw that, that's interesting. That's neat. We're able to track something like that. We've seen it. We've seen it fly. We've seen it fly by. It's flown by us before years ago. It will fly by us again in a couple years, and based on where it flies by, it will either hit us or misses. Now, there's a when it comes to knowing that you've got X number of years before a meteor hits your planet you live on, and we'll just put it that way, any civilization, knowing that it's going to hit, knowing for sure it's going to hit, you have 9 years. I will call it 9. It's been a while since I heard the presentation. You've got 9 years to do one of two things. A, figure out how to deflect it. Now, the idea of Armageddon going up there, drill holes in it, blowing it up, I mean, that's joked about. But truth is that that's not necessarily an option. However, as Neil deGrasse Tyson talks about, it's possible that if you could send something up like a little spacecraft, get it close to it, big enough to have some gravitational tug to it, and no, you got some. How about that? Big enough to have some gravitational pull, and just basically nudge it. And that's what it is, basically, just nudging it. Over a number of years, you only have to nudge it like a centimeter or two. I mean, it's a very extremely small. We could put that power source in here, right here. All right, y'all remember that. You only have to nudge it a little bit when you've got X number of years, but the longer you wait to do it, the more you have to nudge it for it to miss. We have no plan right now. However, one country is working on it, just in case it happens. One country who would be least impacted by it directly is working on a solution, and it's not us. I do think, however, when it passes by and if it goes through that keyhole, we'll start paying attention. And the reason is because we are the ones that are most to be impacted by it if it hits. Yeah, us, America. Pacific Ocean is where it's going to land, supposedly. Now that changes, obviously, because you got many years. But if it goes to the keyhole, that's what they have projected, that if it hits off the Pacific coast. So Washington, Oregon, California, directly impacted. But you flip it around, and because when it hits the ocean, tidal waves and stuff go all directions. So go out the other way, Hawaii, and then just keep going. Plus, since it hits the Earth under the ocean with such force, you gotta think earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis. But don't worry about it, folks. We got a lot of years. All right, here we are. A cell of nuclear fusion. This opened up. This is a brighter note, by the way. Don't make it here, so I bet we make it in here. There it is. Huh. Actually, it's not too bad. Look at the timing. We open up the fusion energy cell at the same time a meteor fell, giving us pulsar quartz. Think about that. Now, were these in the game before where they just put in the obsidian? Because remember, the obsidian biome just came in the game with that last big patch. But have they not given us cells prior to this? I don't know, because I wasn't playing to that stage. So the question is did they change the ingredients needed to make these? I'll let somebody that maybe has played longer than me give that answer. And I left all these back, didn't I? Okay, well, that's fine. We'll go back and get them. I needed to get this stuff here anyways. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then bring back some iron. Okay. All right, let's go back and get that stuff so we can come back here. And we're going to see if we can't find some of our honey, because we're going to need to make us some food. Wow. I did not realize those tree spreaders would be this insane. I was saying we needed to put some more flowers out here to kind of fill it in, but with those trees, I think we just decided we're going to have to move some of those trees. I mean, don't want to sound that way, but we're going to have to do that. We got 2. All right, 1 to eat now, 1 to eat later. Now, since we've shot those rockets off, our TI has been going up very, very nicely. So, we're going to be popping some of these things open quicker than we thought. Because TI going up also means that each of the individual sections is going up, including plants, because we put the plant rocket out. So, plants is where we get some of our big upgrades coming up. When we get back to the ship with what we're going to carry back here. You know, to consolidate all this stuff, it almost makes sense just to bring one of those teleporters, stick it right in here, and then just ferry all this junk back. We don't have much of that. Alright, let's do this. Let's bring these back. Let's bring these back. Let's eat one of these. So we'll just do that. And we'll just look at some of these power sources. Like I said, we can put these down in our main bases. We can put a couple of these, or one of these, just to save up those resources. Because now that we know that they only take 3, then, you know, it takes 1, 2, we can make 3 right now. And we should make 3 right now, because one of those ships required more than, oh, I can't carry that. Alright, that's fine. This ship, I think, had some power sources in it too. So, now the ship up here on the left doesn't take it. But that one back there took, I think, 2. One of them, I know one ship we went to took 3. See, I don't know when you put one in if it's in there permanent, if you can take it out. I don't know that. But this one didn't have one. But the ship up there that we started with, it has one. Huh. There's so many trees I can't see the base anymore. But at least I kept this open. At least I kept that open for us. Alright, so let's figure this out. Let's make a couple. Let's at least make one. Alright. So it needed 2 osmium and an obsidian. And we probably need... Ooh, oh, I moved that to its own thing, didn't I? Yeah. There. Oh, we got so many of these. And look at this, we still got a ton of rockets. So we can do all this again. Another episode. Alright, here we go. Alright. It has been obtained. Look at that. Craft your first fusion cell. And boom, we got Butterfly Farm. All at the same time. Wow. Butterfly farm all at the same time. I gotta see this. We're gonna do cloth. I gotta see this. Butterfly farm. It does insects. Okay, just insects, that's fine. Tree seed coming up, and this right here is 8.3 biomass, which right now mainly is just plants. All right. So, with Butterfly Farm, right here, doesn't take a lot of anything. I mean, it's actually pretty darn simple. For T2, zeolite, and biopipe, we're gonna put one out real quick, and then we're gonna end the session. We're gonna get a, there we go. We're gonna take that one. That's an 800 multiplier. We need a T2. We don't have any T2s left? Oh, we used them all for the trees, didn't we? Okay. Alright, so I need 2 methane, algae, and squash. 2 methane, algae, and squash. One of these. Alright, let's go get methane. Gosh, I hope we have methane. Huh. In front of it. Uh-oh, we're getting a meteor storm. Oh, it's a super alloy meteor storm. At least it looks like it. Wow. That's zeolite. Alright, let's go out. Let's go out and get some of the stuff. We'll just get some. We're not gonna have time to get a bunch. Probably already disappearing. If it's even dropping any. Wow. Or is it just dropping base? It's just dropping base resources. The color was that of a standard meteor storm, but the stuff it's dropping is just base resources. Huh. Well, I mean, obviously everything happens. Huh. I'm in the water and my hydration level's low. Yeah, figure that one out. Open my mouth and drink. I know salt water, but this isn't salt water. This came from the air, or rain. Alright, well, that's good. Alright, I am going to put a butterfly farm on top. Right back here next to all of our power. If I can. Alright, oh, I didn't get the zeolite. We're gonna have to move those trees. Huh. It's growing through our base. Okay. Let's put it, you know what? Let's put it here. Oh, you can't put it on top. It's got to be on the ground. Oh. Okay. Well then, let's see if we can do this. Maybe it won't mess up our view. Okay. It does energy 36, not much. It takes 36, I mean. Put in this flour, and look at that. 480 grams per second. 4,800. Oh, 480, you're right. I have to read better. Alright, so let's go inside, and let's see. Oh, see? Now that doesn't mess up my view much. That's actually nice. So, that gave us insects. So there we go. So insects, mutagen 2, beehive 2, butterfly farm 2, frog eggs. And then animals start coming down here whenever we get, they'll see fish farm lermas, common larvae we can make, frog displayer, generic frog eggs. Oh, see, there's so much stuff. Aquarium 2. Where the heck is the aquarium? That's the aquarium 2. Insect spreader. That's what we gotta get to. 17, and we're still working on this. So biomass. The only way to get biomass is planting insects. So plants, butterfly dome, insects, plants, 280 for the beehive. Plants, 34 for the flower spreader. So we actually just need more beehives to get plants up, and we get insects. So beehives is what it comes down to. Beehives and butterflies. All right, so that's what we'll have to work on. All right, folks, that's it for today's session. I appreciate you stopping by and watching. We got a lot of upgrades down, and we got our TI up. On our next episode, our goal is to go up to the ship that we're looking at, up to the upper right, and explore it through the areas that we haven't been able to access. We will do that as the next episode. And we'll also, if we have time, start getting the resources to put up more butterfly farms because we need them. All right. Till the next time, y'all have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're at.